welcome back to Runebound 2nd Edition. I'm doing a complete solitaire playthrough, and we're probably about a third to a half of the way through the game, and I have 3 experience tokens right now, so I can level up. But I'm also injured, but my special ability is I do not have to roll fewer dice if I have injuries or fatigue on my character. That's Anon the Trailblazer's special ability. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, of course, on a turn is we're going to roll our movement dice and see where we can get to. I kind of want to start moving north, and that's what we're going to try to do. So let's roll some dice. Alright, rolling up our 5 dice, and what do we have? I have a lot of roads, so I have 3 roads. River, 1, 2, 3, and a plain. I can't quite get to Tamarel. Anyway, let me take a look at this. I got to figure out where I want to go. I'd like to get to a city to level up and heal. So let's go back to the main board and see where I can move to with those dice. Alright, so I do have the dice I need. I have a swamp here, so I can move 1 space this way. Then I have 1, 2, 3 roads, which lets me travel 1, 2, 3 roads. And I have an anything die wild card. Gets me into Tamalir. Alright. Now, Tamalir has no cards in it, so we're going to draw 1 market card, and we're going to see what it is. Oh, great, it's an ally. I can use an ally, except, well, not bad. Sister Celia. I will view, or go into more detail on that. If we're going to buy her, it's quite possible. So, let me zoom out, and we have to level up and heal up some damage and possibly gain that ally. Alright, so here I am at Tamalir. I do have 3 experience tokens, so I'm going to spend those. That allows me to level up once, and I think I'm going to get a +2 to my ranged. So now I have +2 on ranged and +2 in melee. I also have 2 damage, and it costs 1 gold per wound, I guess, to go to the local doctor and get patched up. So that's going to cost me 2 gold. Now I have 7 gold left in the town. And let's take a look at this ally that showed up, Sister Celia. She has 4 health, 3 stamina, says melee and magic. Sister Celia may take 1 fatigue to receive a +2 bonus to her attack roll. So she can take fatigue and add plus bonuses to her attack rolls. That is pretty sweet. She costs 7. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to spend our 7 gold, and we're going to have her join us as an ally. So this is good. So now what happens is we will be able to actually attack twice in a combat round, because each phase you can either assign your ally to defend, or you can defend, or you can either attack. Of course, only one of us can attack in 1 phase. So we both couldn't attack, say, in melee. But for instance, I could defend on ranged, and then I could attack in melee, and then Sister Celia could attack on magic. So give us a little more potential to do some damage. So this is great news. Alright, but of course, after we have a turn, we must go to the Doom Tracker and see if it's going to advance. Let's hope it doesn't. Alright, so we know the drill by now. It's at 13. We need to roll less than 13. We roll 5. Alright, good luck this time. The tracker is going to move down, but the Doom Track does not advance. Alright, we are going to start adventuring again. So let's go back to the main board and see where we're going to go. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot here. We have a bunch of 2s around us. We do still have some greens available. So we're probably going to start hitting the 2s, probably ignoring the greens. We need to level up again, like I said, as quickly as possible. You can make change when you level up, so if you have 2 blue or 2 yellow, you can cash in 3 experience and just get a 1 back. You don't lose the experience. Alright, let's go to the dice tray, roll our movement dice, and see where we're headed. Alright, movement time. And again, we have a bunch of symbols. We've got forests. We have mountains this time. We have plains, and yes, we have a river, so we can get to where we need to go. So let me just do that on the main board, and we'll get moving. Alright, we're not moving too far from Tamalir, so we have a river die. We're going to move here, and we have one for the plains, so we are going to take on this yellow encounter. So let's zoom out and see what we get. All right, so we get a yellow encounter. So at top of the deck, we have Brood of the Blood Mother. 3 hit points. That doesn't sound too exciting. It says the miss part to reveal the mystical Blood Mother, a monstrous creature that nourishes the Ferox in exchange for the prey they bring her. Oh, that's pretty lovely stuff. Before combat, we have to test swim to find her heart. Ooh, we have to go diving in that pool. How lovely. If you fail, you take a damage. And the reward is you receive 3 gold and you take the card. You can discard this card before moving to discard 1 damage from your hero. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go swimming and see if we can find the heart, and then it's going to be battle time. All right, so I'm not sure if this is going to get too busy. I'm just trying to get all of the relevant details into the picture at the same time. So we have ourselves, we have our ally, we have our armor. We have a +2 to ranged and a +2 on melee. So we need to test for swim, which is the little helmet symbol. So we get +4, and we're looking for a 14. And 2 + 1 is 3, and 4, that is not even near 14. So we do not find the heart. So in our efforts, we are going to take 1 wound. And now combat begins proper. And it is a 15 and 0, which means there's really no... they don't have any range. It has no ranged ability. So we're just going to skip that. But we're going to go to the melee. And for melee, I have a 3. I have a +5, and I need 11. So let's see what happens here. We have a 12 and 5, 17. So that's no problem. And I forgot one thing, which I'm going to retro. I am actually going to not take that wound, and we're going to use our armor. So our armor protected us from up to 2 wounds. So we're going to do that. So yeah, I did it a little bit out of order. But anyway, we did in fact hit the Brood of the Blood Mother, and we do 2 damage to it. And now, because we have an ally, this is where the good part comes in. She has a +5, and we'll do... she'll do 1 damage, which would be enough to kill it, but she has to hit 14. If she doesn't hit 14, she's going to take 2 damage. So let's take the risk. She's going to attack. We could put a fatigue on her to give her +2, would be +7. But let's just go ahead and see if she can hit with her magic at +5 and needs a 14. So 10 and 5 is 15. Hitting that, which puts the next damage on, and boom, it is defeated. And so the reward is we're going to get 3 gold. 3 gold, and we take this card. And you may discard this card before moving to discard 1 damage from your hero. So this is kind of a heal once card. All right, good stuff for us. And of course, we're going to get that token. So that's excellent. All right, so we defeated that challenge. And it becomes a healing card for us. So we're going to take the 2 token, and we're going to add that to our stash. We don't have enough to level up because we need 3. And yes, now we need to go and roll the Doom track. Oh, wow. Let's see what happens there. All right, let's pick up the dice. Let's try and roll under 12 this time. And 15 is nowhere near under 12. So again, we're going to reset to the hard value. And we are going to go 1 ahead. Yuck. That's just darn terrible. Let's go back to the main board. And I think we will... well, let's do 1 more turn. All right, so we have lots of options. We have a green right here, a green there. We have another yellow here. I think we better stick to the yellows. Again, our time is really running out fast. So let's go roll our movement dice and see if we can get a river and a forest. All right, movement. We need a river and a forest. And we get lots of rivers and no forests. Okay, but we have a trick up our sleeve, and that is we can we can get an exhaust token to change 1 die to what we want. So I think we are going to do that if I need to do that. So let's let me just decide where these dice are going to go and see if we can get somewhere else, or whether we need to spend that fatigued. All right, so we have anything die to move through Forge, and then we had a hill and we had a mountain. So we can make it to this number 2 challenge. So we're going to zoom out, and we're going to do another yellow challenge. All right, so continuing on, we get another yellow challenge, and it is Looking tough. 4 says Sir Vailene the Fallen. Okay, looks like an orc or hobgoblin or something. It says, in life, Sir Vailene was Vorakash's bodyguard. In death, oh, he's dead. He serves as his Dark Lord's protector, confidant, and assassin. Confidant, I guess, and assassin. Lovely. Trying to kill me still. It says magic. Any successful magic attack against Sir Vailene inflicts 1 additional heart damage. Wow, cool. Okay, and he only has a 10 in defense. 12 to 16, 3, 10, 0, and he has 4 health. So let's go to the dice tray and get rolling, see if we can take him down. Okay, so once again, trying to zoom in a little bit here and get everything in picture. There's no before combats. We don't have any artifacts or anything. Give us any before combats. So we just have to start right into it. So I'm going to defend for melee right here, and I need to roll a 12, and I have +4. Otherwise, I'm going to take 2 damage. Oh my goodness, this is awful. A 2 and a 1 is 3. I take 2 damage, but I'm going to deflect it with my armor, which gets to reduce 2 damage. Ooh, it's not starting off well. I am going to attack him in the melee section, though. I need a 16, or he's going to give me 3 damage. So this is potentially looking pretty brutal, but I have +5. Let's see if I can get 16. 7, 4 is 11, +5 is 16. Wow, dodged that one, which is nice because that puts 2 damage on him. That's how much damage I do. And now we have +5 with Sister Celia for magic. She's going to do 1 damage, and the special ability here is any successful magic attack against Sir Vailene inflicts an additional wound. So if she can hit him, she is going to inflict 2 damage on him, and she has +5. So she just needs 5. Oh, let's hope we don't roll a 4 or less. 14. Boom. No problem. That's 2 more damage on the dead bodyguard of Vorakash, and that's nice. We get a reward of 4 gold pieces, and of course we're going to get 2 more experience points, so we have enough to level up next time. That's good stuff. All right, back to the main board. All right, so we took him down, so we're going to get that token, which is another 2 experience. And let's go over to our player area and just take a look at what we have, what's going on, and then I think we're going to wrap up this episode. All right, so we've collected our 4 gold. So we now have a total of 7 gold, which is awesome. And we have 4 experience, which we can cash in 3 for a level up. We have +2 to range, +2 to melee. We have defeat any Ferox card that comes up. We have remove 1 wound from ourselves before we move. And we have Master Huntsman, but we haven't defeated anything in a forest or a swamp. That is not a take the card. Of course, we have our armor, and we have our awesome ally. She is helping out a lot. I think we're just going to go right back to the main board. I'm going to take a look at where we're located and possibly what we're going to be thinking about doing next turn, or next episode. All right, so we're up here in the mountains. Forge is the closest place to us, so I think we're probably going to try to head there to level up. The beginning of next episode. We have 1, 2, we have 3 2s kicking around fairly close to us. Another one out here in the forest. We're not a bad location. Of course, time runs out. And of course, we didn't do the Doom track for this last turn. So let's go over and do that. I know, I think I just forgot about it because I didn't want to think about it. So let's go do the Doom track and wrap up. I think I just subconsciously blocked it out because I don't want to roll on this. All right, we're back at the hard. We're at 5 already. 6, 7, 8, 9. It does not advance. All right. Let's wrap this episode up. It's been going on long enough. All right. Well, this is the continuing journeys of Anon the Trailblazer. And we're, I don't know. I think we're doing okay. But I'd really like to level up several more times. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for a solitaire playthrough, complete playthrough of Runebound 2nd Edition with a bunch of expansion cards thrown in for good measure. And again, thanks so much for watching, and join me next time.